am Charmaine, and I am blessed to be here with you in studio today. I am on Impact Gospel Radio, and this show is Mental Health, a Holistic Impact. It's January the 1st, 2024. It's Monday at 6:30, and this is the program where I look at people, their mental health, on a holistic level, where anything and everything can affect their mentality, in the sense that it can either be positive or negative. I would rather it be positive, because then the person is whole and is balanced. When it's negative, we try to find solutions, strategies, and help that person for them to use those strategies to become whole. And so I am happy to be here. Lots of people didn't make it, and a lot of us is not happy to be here. A lot of us is still having problems which come over from the old year, and it's giving us a hard time, whether it's a physical ailment or a mental ache or emotional stress, whatever it is. I know that there are lots of us who are not balanced, not in the right place, and we want that to happen. So I want you to look into yourself and tell me, how are you feeling? Examine yourself. How are you feeling? What's going on right now? I know some of us look at it another day, because I wanted to go to the watch night service and there was no service on. And when we did find one, it started at 8 o'clock. I was expecting a watch night service to start at 10, end at 12. And then we ring in the new year like I always do if I'm not working, and come home. But the watch night service that we saw, it was 8 o'clock in the night, and that wasn't going to work for us. Then I was there, we watched movies, and then I was saying to myself, it's like a normal day. It's just like a regular day. But then I said to myself, it's a new year, a day that I will never see again, a day that will never come, it will never return. No matter what we do, this day will never come back. And so when I look at it like that, I feel happy, I feel blessed, plus tax. I feel blessed plus tax. Are we happy? Are we sad? Are we grateful? There are things around us that we can be grateful for. There are families, well, those who are not being abusive, and those who have families. Remember, family don't have to be from the bloodline. It can be anyone that is close to you that treats you well and allow you to feel like you belong and accepted. Right? That's what family is. Are we purposeful? Are we feeling a sense of purpose? Do we have that sense where we feel purposeful? Because the new year is where people write a list and they come down and they write resolutions that are unrealistic, that they cannot meet, but to show off or to allow people to feel like they have things under their belt. They make these resolutions that that are unreal, they cannot meet. And when they fail, their mental health fails with them, because they torment themselves saying, what if, what did I do, what should, if, but, when, what, all these little things that torment their lives. So do not make any resolution for anyone. And if you're making resolution, make it for yourself. Those people who wants to continue to go to school. If you want to go to school, make the resolution for yourself. Do not promise anyone to make resolution for them. Do not promise, do not look at people because you're in love with them and said, I am making this resolution because I want this person in my life. Do not do it. Because if that person ending up not being in your life, then you're going to be disappointed and you're going to blame that person when you should be blaming yourself. And I will get to that. Are we fearful? Listen, there's a lot of us that have fear in us. It depends what is happening. A lot of us are fearful. We are fearful of tomorrow. We are fearful of the pain that will come. We are fearful that our health will fail because it's already failing and it's going to get worse. We are fearful that we will not heal. We are fearful that our family is going to abandon us because of the things that we are partaking in, coming out of the closet, whether you're a thief, whether you're a liar, whether you are practicing same sex or opposite sex, whatever it is. There are things that people are fearful of, and we are fearful that we might lose our friends because some of our friends are backstabbers. Some of our friends are just toxic. Some of our friends are just not friends. They are frenemy. They're just not there. And so we are fearful that we might be alone. I can tell you for certain that fear will get us nowhere. Fear will allow us to decrease in health. Fear will allow us to be in a place where we are out of balance. Hopefulness. A lot of us are hopeful as well. Hopeful of what is going to come. Hopeful of the seed that we plant. And that seed that we plant is going to germinate. Whatever seed it is, whether we are planting in ourselves, educational wise, we are going to get a new job, we are forming a new relationship, we are looking forward to have a family, whatever that hope looks like. Some of us are hopeful. Keep the hope burning. Keep the hope alive. Keep the hope where it is, because that will take you places. When we are hopeless, that's when we are hitting the ditch and hitting rock bottom. Resentment. We have just gone through the holidays, and a lot of us meet up with families and friends and find ourselves in a resenting place. Resentment. Resenting others. Resenting things that we haven't accomplished. Resenting people for what they have accomplished. Resenting opportunities that you have not yet applied for. That resentment can become dangerous. Envy is no good. Envy caused the Cain and Abel saga. Envy is what caused Cain and Abel, the model of Cain and Abel. Envy was what caused Cain to get rid of Abel because of envy. Resentment builds up. You get angry. You become envious, and you start to doing evil things against each other. That's not what we are looking for, and that's not what we want. What we want you to be is hopeful, striving. We want you to have a flick of light. We want you to have a flick of faith. We want you to have a flick of something that will germinate, that will grow, that will become big. That's what we want you to do. And a lot of people, I go on the internet because, you know what, I really don't do the internet much because there are people out there that are doing podcasts and people out there who are discouraging people to use psychotherapists. They think that psychotherapist does nothing for people, but you are wrong, because psychotherapists, they have the training, they have the know-how, they have the contact, they know how to assess the person and how to refer the person if the person needs referral, and how to get the person from point A, B, C, right down to Z, wherever the person wants to go. And people are on the internet talking about why do psychotherapists tell people to look into themselves? Why wouldn't you expect a psychotherapist to tell you to look into yourself and own up to what you're going through? Some people don't know how to do that. Some people don't know how to own up to their mistakes. Some people don't know how to own up to their feelings. Some people don't know how to own up to nothing. And that's why psychotherapists, psychologists, psychiatrists, all these people who have studied That's where they come in, to help those people who take no responsibility at all. That's where they come in, people who don't know how to analyze their feelings, analyze their emotion, analyze their mental health, analyzing the things that are going on inside of them, outside of them, and around them. Like any other person that practice in society, psychotherapists is one of those people who help you to get where you want to go mentally, where you should be in balance, for you to use your strategies. So don't listen to those podcasts out there that attacked psychotherapists, that attack psychologists, that attacked psychiatrists. Don't do it. They are just trying to get likes, trying to get clicks, trying to get a following. Don't. And you people that are doing this, you know that you shouldn't. You know that you shouldn't. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we will continue with our discussion, New Year, and the resolution that we put in place. Let's take a break. Everyone, I am Charmaine, and I am blessed to be here with you in Impact Gospel Radio, Mental Health, a Holistic Impact. We're talking about New Year's resolution. It's a new year. It's January the 1st, 2024, and it's Monday, 6:30. Well, it's after 6:30 now, but we are looking at resolution that we made, or had made for the last of December into the new year. And some of us already, because we were drunk, we're happy, we were celebrating, we were following others, we make resolutions that are not realistic, and now that you come to your senses, you probably trying to get out of it. But if it will help you to grow, to prosper, keep it. Try to do things that will make it real. You know, when we are feeling a little bit down, a little bit out of sort, a little bit too happy, too joyful, whatever the feeling is, whatever that emotion is, we need to tap into the emotions. Yes. We need to know why we are feeling that sense. Why are we feeling it? What's going on? We need to analyze ourselves. And people, because we don't know who we are, we don't know what's going on in our lives, we don't know what's going on with our feelings, we don't know what's going on with nothing. We're just living day to day. We have plans, yes, but we don't know who we are. We need to spend time with ourselves to know who we are, so that we know if while we are happy, why am I happy at this moment? What can take that happiness away from me right now? What can take that happiness away from me? Can someone take the happiness away from me because I'm happy because of someone? Can I take that happiness away from myself because I'm happy because I did something to make me happy and to keep me in that happy place? What is it that you're feeling? What is making you sad? Is it someone, someplace, somewhere making you sad? Do you know exactly what is making you sad and why it's making you sad? That's what Psychotherapists want you, or counselors want you to examine. They want you to tap into your feelings to know why you're feeling that way. And how far can that feeling go? How far can you take that feeling? Because you are the one who is feeling it. You are the one who can stop it. You are the one who can control it. You are the one who have the authority over your life to change the feeling that you are feeling, to change that emotion. You have the authority. God gave you that authority to change, to control what you're doing, to control your thoughts, your behavior, your attitude. You have that right. You know, years ago I was in university and I went into the department, the payroll department. I don't think that's what they call it, but I went into that department and they have some plaques on their walls. And I saw, that was years ago, I saw this quote that says, people can do anything to you. It is up to you to feel something from what they do. That wasn't the exact, but that's what it was actually saying. People can do things to you. You have the responsibility and the courage. You have the control to react to what they do to you. So you have the control to react to what you're feeling and what bringing on that feeling to you. If when you take up the phone and someone call you, you feel just dragged after the conversation. You feel just angry after the conversation. It's your phone, people. You don't have to answer the call. You don't have to answer. You don't have to even look at the phone. You have a responsibility to yourself first, because if you cannot take care of yourself, then you can't take care of anyone else. If you cannot control your thoughts, your actions and your behavior and actions are the same, and your attitude, then you can't control anyone or anything. So what I'm saying to you is those feelings that you're examining now, you're in the new year already. At the beginning of the new year, you need to look into yourself and control those feelings and turn them into something positive. There must be a light beyond what you're seeing. At the end of the tunnel, there must be a light shining. There must be a light in something thoughtful that you have thought about, some vision that you had before when you were younger, something that brings out the best in you. What is that thing that brings out the best in you? I hope it's not somebody else. Because if it's somebody else, you're in trouble. What is that thing that brings out the best in you? Is it music? Is it singing? Is it cooking? Is it watching TV? Is it taking a stroll? What is it that brings out the best in you, that allows you to feel like you're living? What is it that brings out the best in you to allow you to feel like there is hope at the end of the tunnel? What is that thing? Is it work? Don't let it be work, because if you lose a job, you are going to be in trouble. Is it something that has to do with work? Is it writing? Is it producing? Is whatever it is? Do it. Do it. Just own up to your feeling. And you know what? I realize that a lot of us do not take responsibility for whatever we do. We think others are responsible for the way we feel. People, get a grip of your life. You cannot point finger. Oh, you make me do this. Oh, yeah, really? Seriously? Oh, you say that and that's why I do this. Really? Oh, it's because of you. People, please get a grip of your life. It's a new year. You have been there before. Do not take the old thing that used to keep you in bondage. And I'm not preaching, people. Do not take the old thing that used to keep you in bondage into the new year. It's a new year. Do different things. Because if you do the same thing, you're going to get the same result. Do something different to see if you get a different result. Own up. Own up to your feeling. Own up to your responsibilities. Stop pointing fingers. We are on www.mentalhealthhorizon.com. You can send us information at info@mentalhealthhorizon.com. I always look at the comment boxes, and some people normally sometimes send me private texts. I don't know, they probably don't want to throw it out. There are people who are introvert and they just like to do things privately. There are some people who are extrovert and they're just extra newspaper and glitter. And so they just do things a little bit extra. It doesn't mean that they are different. It doesn't mean that they are wrong and you are right, or you are wrong and they are right. No, that's not what it means. It means that when you are finding yourself in a conflicting situation with different attitude and people with different thought processes, people with different opinions, it means that you have to find a common ground to be in that common place where you respect each other despite the differences. That's what it means. So people will text me inbox privately. Some might do it publicly. Doesn't mean that they are weird or anything like that. No, it means that that's the way they want to do it. And you know what, people? If some of us just stop thinking about what people think about us, our life would be so much different and more prosperous. If some of us put down the media, the social media, some of those ones that don't work for you, because sometimes you go into Instagram or TikTok or whatever you go to. But we're on this place too. Don't forget, we're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter. It's not Twitter anymore, is it? It's X. We're on X and other social media. But sometimes when you go into these things and you see things that grieve your spirit, you don't have to stay there to let your spirit be grieved. You can come off. It's your phone. You don't have to stay on Facebook and see all these things going on Facebook and feel a sense of responsibility that takes away a drag from you and take away your happiness. Not everything you see on social media is true, people. Some people just capture things that make it look like things are going on, when sometimes nothing is going on, but they feel like something is going on, so they do their own thing. You don't have to look at people social media and feel sad that nothing is going on for you. Don't do that. Don't compare yourself with others. You are too good. You are you. You are perfect the way you are. Do it your way. Do things your way. Stop doing things other people's way. Do it your way. What works for you? Going to bed early don't work for me. It never did. From I was a little child, it never did. I would be lying in bed and my sister would be sleeping. My brothers would be sleeping. My niece and nephew would be sleeping. And I am wide awake looking at the ceiling and looking at the TV. And I would never sleep. I fight myself to sleep. I just torment my mind to sleep and I would never sleep. But when it comes to 6 and 7 in the morning, that's my sleeping time. And I go to bed and sleep. What I realized though is that when I couldn't sleep, I would call people when they are sleeping. And a friend of mine said to me one time, Charmaine, not because you can't sleep, you're waking up others. I never did it again. I find something to do when I cannot sleep. When my husband is sleeping, I'm writing. When my husband is sleeping, I'm writing. And don't forget, the books are coming out. First one early spring, in August, or in summer, I should say, and in winter time, in Christmas time, thereabout. So you don't have to do things that upset yourself or upset others. What I'm saying is find your own rhythm. Find your rhythm. Find you. Find what you like. When I go to bed what time this morning? 9 o'clock? And I'm great. I'm great. I'm not forcing myself to sleep because people think I should be sleeping that time. No. People don't direct you. You direct your own self. You tell people what you want. You set that standard for people to follow. When people are disrespecting you, you put your foot down and tell people, no, I'm not doing this with you. I am not doing this. I am better than this. I deserve better than this. You can do it. I have faith in people so much. The problem I am having though is people do not have faith in themselves. We are going to take a break, and when we come back, we are going to continue with New Year resolution and what will fit our lives and what won't. Let's take a break. Welcome back, everyone. I am Charmaine Brown, and I am blessed to be here with you today in studio. We are getting there. It's the first day of the new year, 2024, and we are talking about New Year resolutions. People, do not make resolution that you cannot keep. Don't do it. It's sad. It's very sad because it makes you sick when you feel bad and disappointed in yourself and in others. We are on Impact Gospel Radio, Mental Health and Holistic Impact. I am a licensed certified psychotherapist, and this is where I talk to you about anything and everything that affects your mental health. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we are on YouTube, we are on X. I still mix up X with Twitter. Twitter/X. X minus Twitter. X exclude Twitter. Oh, that's funny, people. Like, share, and subscribe. Welcome back to all those who are always watching, and those who are new here. We talk about strategies that can get you into balance with your mental health. It's a new year, and we need newness. Newness. How can we get newness, Charmaine? You can get newness by doing new things, doing different things. Do things, plan things differently. New beginnings. Put new things into things that you normally do. Put newness into your finances. New beginnings into your finances. Those people who normally save and have good savings, continue to do that. Continue to do that if that works for you. Those people who do not have good finances and are struggling, find a different way to have some savings. Those people, there are people who are living from paycheck to paycheck. I am sorry that you're living from paycheck to paycheck, but do some savings from it. There's a saying that says it's not what you make, it's what you save at the end of the day that reflect on what you do. So do some savings, no matter how simple it is. New beginning for your finances. Those people who are looking employment. There are people who are not working and are having hopefulness to get employment. Look that job. It's there. You deserve that job. It's there. Those people who are in employment but decided that, you know what, that place was toxic and I'm going to move. Do whatever make your body be in balance. Whatever make you happy, do it. Do not be afraid. But make sure you get the job first before you leave the old one, because this will cause mental issue. You will think too much. You will worry. You will go in depression. You might become anxious and be out of balance. New beginning in our mental health. Those people who are afraid to seek help. You don't have to seek it from a counselor. And you don't have to seek it from a psychotherapist. You don't have to seek it from a psychologist. You don't have to. You seek help from people who normally is there for you. You seek it from your support system. Seek it from your family members, your friends. They are capable to help. They might be capable to help you, because they are there for a while. They are there. They can tell you the truth. And if they can't help, they might say, you know what, you need to see a counselor. And if they say you need to see a counselor, don't feel bad. I don't know. Some people just feel bad if they're supposed to see a counselor, if they're supposed to see a psychotherapist, if they're supposed to see a psychologist, if they're supposed to see a psychiatrist. They just think that, you know what, this is getting out of control and this shouldn't work. It doesn't work like that, people. It doesn't work like that. Just like how you get a doctor for your high blood pressure, that's how you get a doctor for your mental health issues. You get a doctor for your heart. You get a heart specialist. You get a kidney specialist. You get a liver specialist. You get a skin specialist. You get an eye specialist. You get an ear specialist. You get a reproductive organ specialist. But you don't want to get a mental health specialist. How is that working out for you? Tell me, how is that working out for you? We need to find new beginnings with our family members. Those people who are always... I bleep that out. I'll ask my producer to bleep that out and spell the word instead. B-T-H- or B-T-H-N-. Those people who are always having conflict in the family unit, you need to stop it though. There are some people who they call the black sheep of the family. And when I read up about the black sheep of the family, the black sheep is most times the most sensitive person in the family. You can do your research. The black sheep of the family doesn't mean that the person is bad, or doesn't mean that the person is a crook, or it doesn't mean that the person is a liar. It means that the person is so sensitive that whatever they do after something happened, it is destructive. That's what the black sheep of the family is. The person is sensitive. So if you know that somebody is a black sheep of the family, help them out. Help them out in the sense of using a more calming effect in the conversation that would normally cause conflict. Use a more understanding approach in when they're saying something to you in your listening skills. Use a more considerative approach when they need something from you. Do things differently. You can do it. People always think that when there is war, there's no solution to war. There's always solution. With my husband, what he does is, I used to have my machine that I exercise with, my elliptical, in the living room, because I like to watch movies while I, do that exercise regime, and he used to hit his small toe all the time on it. Take out the nail of his small toe. Every time he's passing this machine, his toe is bleeding. He's screaming out, and he eventually take away the exercise machine and put it into an extra room. And there goes my exercise regime. I don't exercise on it because I like to watch TV while I'm doing it. I like to keep my mind busy while I exercise. That's how my exercise regime is done. And recently, my husband he must use the exercise machine. It's a must. And so there we are discussing, where are we going to put the exercise machine for it to be more conducive? What I'm saying, people, is that when you're doing something that you're bucking your toe on all the time, take note of the thing that you're hitting your toe on. Take note of the things that is causing that conflict. Take note of the thing that is causing you distress. Take note of the thing that is causing you anxiety. Take note of the things that is causing you to be upset. Take note of the things and remove it if you must. Find a suitable place for it. If you have to lock it up in a box and throw it away, then lock it up in a box and throw it away. And then I'm talking figuratively, people. What I'm saying, if something or someone is toxic in your life, get that thing or someone. Change what is happening. Change. New beginnings. New beginnings in relationship. Like, relationship is the most difficult. Not even animals, not even, believe you me, when Softy is in the house and the love that she gives, if everybody could give love like some animals do, this world would be a better place. Because some of us do not know how to show the kindness that we should. Because of what? Pride. Pride. Get rid of that pride. It's a new beginning. Decrease the pride. Like I normally say, if persons smoke a pack of cigarette or 10 cigarettes per day, and they want to, they make a resolution that, you know what, I want to decrease the amount of cigarette I smoke. I don't tell them to just stop. I don't tell people just stop smoking like that, because it's hard. I tell them, titrate the cigarette or the tobacco or whatever you smoke. Titrate it down. If you smoke 10, go to 9. Go to 9 for 3 months, or go to 8 for 3 months. Then go to 6 for the next 3 months. Then go to 4 for the next 3 months. Then go to, just titrate it down. What I'm saying is that if somebody is causing you to be out of balance, change the scenario, change the narrative. It is your life. Don't let people dictate your life. If the relationship that you're in is not working out, whether family, friends, spouses, whatever it is, if it's not working out, change the narrative. Change it. You have control to change it. Change it. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we will continue. We'll just wrap up and tell you what's going to go on for the new year in the studio. Let's take a break. back, everyone. I am Charmaine Brown, and I'm blessed to be here with you in the studio. It's Impact Gospel Radio, Mental Health, a Holistic Impact. And as a licensed certified psychotherapist, I have the right and I have the knowledge and the education to help you with your mental health issues and your mental aches. So, just do newness in the new year. It's a new year, just do newness. Just renew stuff, new beginnings, finances, relationship, everything that is causing problem, and enhance those that are working for you. Keep enhancing them. And if you can teach others what worked for you, do that. Do that. The new year, we have, as I said, the books are coming out. We have couple things that are going to go on in the studio. We have Simplify. It's a video cast about simplifying your walk with God. That's going to be aired on the podcast. We have it's Raw as well, where we discuss current issues, events or jokes in the rawest state. It's gonna be just raw. No bad words though. No bad words. Just raw in the raw state. And don't forget that Mental Health Horizon is doing a great job. It is helping others. Impact Gospel Radio is helping others. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and tell other people about it. We are doing well. We are doing good. If we were doing bad and talking bad things about others, you will all run to our podcast and make comment and criticize each other and tear down each other. But when we are doing good things, you don't uplift it. You need to change that attitude as well. We are going to close off, and we will see you next Monday at 6:30 Eastern Daytime. Have a great time. Happy New Year, everyone.
Impact Gospel Radio and Mental Health Horizon. All information posted or aired is merely for educational purposes and is not a substitute for seeking further professional advice. While the information aired has been verified to the best of our abilities, we cannot guarantee there are no mistakes or errors. We reserve the right to change this policy at any time. If you want to stay up to date with the latest mental health information, please visit our website at www.mentalhealthhorizon.com, book an appointment at info@mentalhealthhorizon.com, or tune into the broadcast every Monday evening at 6:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time.